Welcome to the Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Anderson's Bar and Grill and the Blind Tiger Bar.
Is that recording in this?
I think
straight away I feel like I'm about to get sick already, man. I told you that. It happened to you then as well, you silly bastard.
I don't sound as bad as you.
Do I sound bad?
Yeah, well, you've got a junkie's chest in you.
Yeah, but do I look bad?
No.
I don't know, look at my face though. My face look sick?
No.
Oh, does it not?
No.
Everyone told me I look sick.
No.
All the time. I keep doing this thing where I have to take a deep breath in.
Do you have the heater on behind me?
I don't know why, I'm blowing you out of it.
Well, all I can feel is an awful heat.
Oh no, we got heated kitchen chairs. That's what it is. No.
How would hurt this yoke off?
No, we got heated kitchen chairs, Ray.
Oh, no, that won't work.
Nicola! Turn off the shagging heat, Ray. Hold Bart off, Ray.
Thanks, Nicola.
She'll turn it off there now.
That's marvelous.
Come here.
Give the smart heat, where you can...
Yeah, it's smart enough, man. It heats
Alexa,
up.
turn off the heat.
No, we don't have that.
No.
It's not that. It's what I just done. Nicola, turn off the heat. It's the same thing. It's smart enough now as it works like.
Oh,
Jeez, Alexa wouldn't talk back like that.
It's up here. She's not happy.
Oh, I thought she was there. Sorry, Alexa. Sorry, Nicola.
Sorry, Nicola.
Sorry about that now, Alexa.
Nicola.
Come here. I have to say, we're sick of the dogs. That's why we missed last week as well.
I'm very sorry about
I
that.
have a couple of words for you that I just want to say before we go any further, right? And I want everybody in the world to know this.
Mm-hmm.
COVID my tits.
Yeah, it's nothing. It's a walk in the park.
I got COVID on the 26th of December this year, Ray, and it did not fall to my Christmas.
No.
Right? I tipped along like it was no one's business.
Yeah.
Right? In my own house, obviously, confined. I got fucking whatever this is.
Man flu.
Peruvian flu, right? Okay, you're probably not allowed to say it's from Peru. We're calling it the Budapest flu because we know someone who went to Budapest and everyone got sick when they came back. Now,
right.
All of us tested, Ray. Tell me, did you do antigen tests?
I did.
Were
Several
they
of them.
positive or negative?
I was doing more antigen tests than Sean Riley would do on an average Tuesday.
It's just a loss.
Oh, he still do with them.
And did it come up positive?
Absolutely not.
Now, did I do them? Yes, I did.
Yes,
did it come up? No.
no.
Did any of the friends that all got this dose? None of us had
No.
COVID. This was not COVID, by the way, right?
No.
It was 40 times worse than COVID.
So bad.
Jesus Christ, I haven't been sick like this in a long time. I'll talk you through what happened. Tuesday, right? I came home from filming all day with Brendan's Tierney, right? For a little project we're doing called Sligo St. Patrick's Day. How are you going?
What's that about?
You wouldn't know much about it. It's hard to explain.
Right, okay, sorry. Niche thing.
Live stream of the parade, Ray.
All right.
Do you know what I
Who
mean?
would watch that?
Oh, loads of people from all over the world.
But do people actually all over the world go, the one
course
thing
they do.
that'll make my St. Patrick's Day now is to tune in and watch the Sligo Patrick's Day
Now,
parade.
imagine that you have become what they call itinerant. No, it's not. An immigrant.
Right.
So you've emigrated, Ray. You live in the butthole of Alaska, right? And your job is cleaning out the toilets
Would
for
there
everyone
be-
who lives up there because
Would
they
there
have
be
no
many
sewage
Sligo
system.
residents living in a butthole of Alaska cleaning out toilets?
You. That's
Oh,
okay.
I'm imagining this.
You.
But can we just go with someone who's a normal person? Someone from Sligo who has gone to, we'll say, Dubai or Sydney.
Yeah.
Or
I way prefer you in the butthole of Alaska, but okay. We
yeah.
could go with Dubai if you
but
want.
again, even if we go to Dubai and someone's they're obviously out enjoying the St. Patrick's Day celebrations in Dubai.
Okay, you're 60.
Where they all wear the white, not the white outfits. They go green for St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, but the kind of stuff they wouldn't buy into if they were back home at all.
Yeah, they go
You know what I mean?
drinking and crack and everything's allowed on St. Patrick's Day.
That reminds me, come here. I think we have to petition the government to get rid of Donegal Tuesday. But we'll go back to that in a second, okay?
It's a Donegal Tuesday.
Donegal Tuesday is the worst thing that ever happened in this country. Okay, but we'll go back to it in a second. You're abroad, right?
Yeah, okay.
And maybe you're of an age where you think, I'm not going to go and drink at the pool and eat Eggs Benedict.
Right,
okay?
so you're 8.
No, you're the other way. You're 40. Anyway. You will then want to watch the crack that's all back home. And you'll go, I remember back in the 80s when I used to be at them parades in Sligo.
And they were shite.
I'd be sitting on that stone wall. Yeah, they were shite, but they were all shite though, Ray.
Okay.
And that's part and parcel, and they're not shite no more, Ray.
Right.
They are as glitchy and as glamorous as a carnival in Rio.
Okay.
Right?
So you're presenting that to the world.
We're presenting it to the world, Ray. And you know the way you might watch the Macy's Day Parade?
Yeah. Something you might actually watch.
Yeah, something you might actually watch, or even the Dublin Parade.
In fairness,
RT.
I would watch the Dublin Parade.
No, you would, right? And we are bringing this Dublin standard to the west of Ireland.
You don't have the Dublin standard.
We do have the Dublin standard.
Have you a band from Boston?
What?
A band from
Yeah,
Boston.
there is a band from Boston coming
Is there?
over. Yes, their shagging is.
Get away.
There's a band coming over like that, like a brass band or a reed band or whatever the hell, or a drum band coming over. It's going to be an unbelievable parade, Ray.
Okay.
They gave every town in Sligo 180,000.
You give every town in Sligo.
Every town and village in Sligo got 180,000 to put in their own float. Ray, this is going to be like the halftime show at the Super Bowl.
So wait a minute. So each town have got 180,000 euros each.
Each.
Oh my God.
To put in their own float.
That means that, like, I don't know, Clooney will have Snoop Dogg on the back of a tractor. Because you could spend it that way.
You could.
It's like, Dad, I seen him at the Super Bowl.
That's
he was
what's going
great.
to happen. That's going to happen.
He was all in blue. And
hey,
yeah.
Riverstown have Bon Jovi. That's true.
Yeah.
Right, so it's going to be some parade.
He'd be
Ray.
stuck on the bridge.
You
Halfway there. Huh? Hey.
Woo! Anyway, that's what we're doing with Brendan. Why was I saying that? Tuesday,
Yeah.
I got home, Ray.
We're still talking about your illness.
Right? And I said, Nicola, I think I have a little tinkle in my throat. I don't think this is going to go down well. I was gigging in Lily's tonight. So I went down to Lily's, done the gig, and I got home from Lily's at the gig.
Wait a minute now. Was it Donegal Tuesday in Lily's?
No, that was the week before.
Oh.
Okay, I will talk about that in a minute, right?
Okay, sorry.
Fucking Jesus. Okay. I got home, I said, Nicola, I'm not going to wake up okay. This isn't going to go well. I just know.
Yeah.
I woke up on Wednesday, Ray, right? And I got such a fever, right? Bum, bum. When you kiss me, fever when you hold me tight.
She gives me fever.
Fever.
Yeah.
Boom. So that I did not know where I was.
Oh,
now,
where do you think you were?
I didn't. So I lied in bed.
Yeah.
I got up during the day to let Nicola into the house, and I thought that was a dream, right?
Okay.
And that it didn't happen. And Nicola said, "No, you came down to the door. You let me in the door." And then I thought I was talking to Nicola, having conversations that I was not having.
And we all snottery.
Snottery and spluttery was the least of my worries on that day. I thought I was going to die.
On that same evening, Tuesday, and then this is the Wednesday we're talking about.
Wednesday.
Anytime I'd sneeze, I'd explode all over the room.
Ray, you could paint
Shots
the wall.
everywhere.
You could paint the wall.
I had to change my number 6 times.
Honestly.
Because it always land there.
I always say this when I get really sick, but it was never more true than it was last week. I did not know that the human head could produce such an amount. Where does it come from?
I don't know.
Is that waiting there lying dormant
worst
in
thing
your
is,
body
though,
until the winter flu comes around?
When you get the stuff, then you get stuff to like the Benelins and the Sudafeds and all that, and
Yeah.
they're pumped full of pseudoephedrine, which makes you really anxious,
Yeah.
sweaty from the paracetamol,
Yeah.
and it makes you worse. But
Yeah,
at
yeah.
least it dries, give you some respite.
But all it does is dry up your face for an hour.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And after
But
that, then
these-
you're just on edge.
These drugs are all farts and hurricanes because they're only, you can't like get rid of a flu. You know what I mean? You can't like treat a flu and go, I'm going to knock this thing out. It's going to run its course in your
Some
body.
people say loads of hot whiskey.
Well, I mean, that is certainly numb the pain.
It just gets you drunk.
Yeah, you'd be fucking out of it, but you have to still be out of it for a week. You know what I mean?
You were out running for the week more than myself.
Ray, never in my
I
life.
hadn't the energy to wash myself.
And usually I wouldn't. Ray, I was saying this earlier on. I was so delirious, right? And I was hallucinating. I was waking up in different women's beds every night, man. That's how bad it was.
Laura had to wash herself the whole week.
What? You couldn't wash her?
I didn't give her one bath.
What the Ray? That is very bad, man.
It's very bad.
She had to, and so she had to loofah her own back.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ almighty. And tell me this, that reminds me now, no, we shouldn't laugh at that because it's obviously a nice little thing you do. When you're washing her hair, no it is, when you're washing her hair, do you do it with a little jug and tell her a little story? Is it with it back?
Tell her everything's going to be alright.
Yours, it's going to be alright. My mammy used to do this to me as well. Put the head back now, lovey. And she puts the head back and then you say, okay, now I'm going to come back into you in 5 minutes. Do you do all that kind of stuff? I think that's gorgeous that you do that to each other.
And then I do leave
lovely.
her sitting under the blower heater in the.
And do you give her an ice cream then?
Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely.
Yeah.
I've discovered a new thing, speaking of baths and showers now. And I mean, really like the game-changing technology.
Yeah.
So about 2 years ago, I entered a draw to win a hairdryer.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I've said this before. I entered
have.
about 20 draws to try and win golf clubs, and I ended up winning a hairdryer.
Yeah.
Anyway, I am now using that hairdryer instead of a towel
To wash your what?
to dry myself. Ray,
You dry your whole body with a hairdryer.
the hair on my body
Yeah.
in crevices, right? I have crevice hair, Ray.
Yeah.
That is just you'd need 3 towels, man, to dry the fucking thing.
So you're there.
I put a leg up on the bed.
I'd say you're delighted to get the €200 on the electricity bill this week.
Ray, I put the leg up onto the bed.
Yeah.
And I get underneath into some areas
Yeah.
that are tough enough to be drying with, and I just literally blow it away.
Okay.
I blow away the water. And now you got to be careful because if you leave it too close for too long, well, you'll end up with oh man, she'd be like a Japanese flag. But it's so you got to be careful, man. You're running a risk. But when you get it right, it's worth it. You'll be dry in 15 seconds.
Would you ever consider going back to the talc? I seen it on a video with the talc.
Isn't it amazing too? All talc does is just absorb water.
Yeah,
you know
that's what
I
I'm
mean?
saying. That now that you've mentioned that you're very wet
after
a shower.
Man, me arsehole would look like the fuck. If I went back to the talc, right,
it'd
with
look
the
like
amount
a
of
scene
hair,
from Scarface.
Man.
You do sound bad.
I told you not to make me walk. Oh Jesus! Anyway, look, we're drinking Blind Tiger cocktails. We forgot to say that, but they're oh, mother of tits!
I'd say this is a real treat for anyone's ears.
Oh, we're drinking Blind Tiger cocktails, and if I'm being honest, all the Benylin and all that and stuff that's in the world, Blind Tiger. We should have been drinking Blind Tiger cocktails all week.
Yeah,
that would have healed us.
Good.
Go on,
here, Donegal Tuesdays. Donegal Tuesdays.
Donegal Tuesdays.
Well, I presume this is a student thing, isn't it?
It is a bit of a student thing, yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to tell Donegal people, will you just
stop?
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Will you just take it easy, right? I'm glad that there's only about 4 Donegal songs in the world.
Oh, good.
There's Homes of Donegal, Home to Donegal, Hills of Donegal,
and
like Hometown Donegal or some other shitey one.
Yeah.
I'm glad because when Donegal Tuesday people, mostly from Donegal, come into a pub.
Is there that many from Donegal that they can make a Tuesday?
Ray,
make
you have
Tuesday.
no idea.
Right.
Half they're like the Mayo people, Ray.
Yeah.
Half the population of Sligo and Galway is Donegal people.
Donegal people, yeah.
And when they submerge themselves into a local pub, they just take it over.
Mm-hmm.
And let's say if you're a musician, I'm just thinking off the top of my head now, if you're a musician in one of those pubs,
like yourself,
they think that, well, we booked this fella to be here for our Donegal Tuesday, so we're now going to get him.
Did you play all 4 songs in loop?
Yeah, so you have to, then they go, will you just play that again? And you go, I don't really do that, I wouldn't really play it again. And then
they get threatening.
Okay, here's the thing. I've been having great crack with the students the last couple of weeks, right? Okay. Doing a certain gig during the week. Okay, really, really good crack. There's a couple of them that came in that particular night that, geez, I wish I had a black belt, man, because I would have taken it off and bet the head of them with it. So one fella said, play Hills of Donegal now. And I said, no, I've already played it. So I'm not going to play it again. And he reached over my back, which is weird. It was such a weird way to go at it. I was like talking in the mic like I am. He reached over my back, right? And grabbed the mic. He unhooked me, brah. And I said, you filthy devil, yeah. And he just roared into the mic. This lad's a load of shite, right?
Okay.
And then I said, here, will you cop on? I didn't even get that annoyed at him. I was like, here, cop on, will you? And he was like, what's wrong with you? You know what I mean? Like, I was wrong then.
It was getting heated.
Yeah, I was the one that was wrong then. So then I played another song, and he still just stood there beside me. Right. And I said, you all right? And he was like, yeah. You all right? Yeah. And here's the thing. He was about 20-year-old, right? Yeah. I've never been in a fight in my life, but I reckon I could have elbowed him into the jaw and he might have cried, okay? So I'm just saying that, like, I'm not a fighter guy, but this guy, the cocky 20-year-old kid, I could have elbowed him in the jaw, he would have died.
Yeah.
So he hasn't been out enough to know, maybe don't do that to somebody who's in a pub.
This is the first time he's probably ever been in this situation.
And he goes, oh, this is great. I think I've heard about these nights out where you just get to run the place. And I've said this to you before. He should have been 16 going out and getting told to fuck off out of the place. Yeah. Didn't get that chance, did he?
No.
So he ended up getting away with all that then because I just let him go. And all I can say is that was the night when there was 90% Donegal jerseys in the place.
Can you explain something to me? So, now, sorry now to deviate from the Donegal Tuesdays.
Yeah.
We have 2 weeks, obviously, of a backlog now.
Yeah, we do.
Don't have a lot of stuff to talk about, but nonetheless, this is one of the little bits. I had the pleasure of doing the sound for an AC/DC tribute band.
Oh, yeah.
In Anderson's Tremendous Events.
Yeah, Thunderbolt.
IEDC.
IEDC.
Great name, yeah.
What does that make sense for?
Ireland, IE.
Oh.
As opposed to AC.
I like that. Yeah, that's very sexy.
The Irish AC/DC tribute
Okay.
band. They're very good. I have to hand them. I wasn't expecting them to be as good as they were.
Lovely.
The boys from Dublin. Right. The usual crack. They came down in the car. I said, what time are we on at? I said, they're on at 12. They said, no way, man. We're not fucking on at 12. Yeah, man. We can't be driving back to Dublin at 2 o'clock.
Why you get Dublin every fucking night? Hey.
I wouldn't be home till like Hey!
Have you a hotel for us as well? Hey, we need a hotel for the whole weekend. You know that? You know that with Dublin bands, right? You know that? When Dublin bands leave Dublin, they think they're on tour. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'd be fucking driving to Killarney and coming back that night and then back down to Cork. They do one gig in the west of our... Here, we need a hotel for 6 days. And I'm bringing the family as well. Yeah.
It was very, what's the word? It was standard Dublin band approach. Walked in, the man was standing there in his big Dublin jacket.
Lovely.
And he says, hey man, what time are we on at?
Yeah.
So I says, well, you're on, it's a 12 to 2 gig. There's a support band on, great band, Tusk, local lads.
Oh yeah, brilliant.
They were supposed to be on from 11 till 12.
Yeah.
It's actually quite an interesting night, this.
Okay.
So 11 till 12 anyway was supposed to be was the sport band, and AC/DC 12 till 2.
Okay.
Gentleman from the AC/DC band says, no way.
Yeah, well, maybe he was right though.
No way, I'm not driving back that late.
Okay.
We're going on at 11 and you can put the sport band on at 10.
Okay.
So I wasn't going to be arguing with them at this point.
Yeah.
I was not interested. I was like, okay, that's fine, whatever you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
So the sport band did assemble at 10 o'clock to go on. But at this point, there were a number of people eating profiteroles because the food was still on.
No, that's terrible.
Yeah, so Tusk had to start to a room full of hens eating profiteroles. So
there's nothing worse, Ray.
But in fairness to
than
Jamie,
hens eating profiteroles.
Jamie Gallagher, he took them and he said, girls,
come on.
How are you getting on?
How are you going?
Here's a little bit of rush for you.
Yeah. Because they're a heavy kind of, they're a heavy back catalogue band.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so that was interesting. But what you've reminded me of is when AC/DC were playing, towards the end of their set, doing all the big favourites, you know.
Yeah.
I think they were doing something like For Those About to Rock.
For Those About to Rock?
Yeah.
We do salute you.
Yeah, we do salute you.
The Highway to Hell?
They were in the middle of one of those.
You shook me all night long.
Back in Black.
Back in Black?
Yeah.
Hell's Bells.
Hell's Bells, ladies and gentlemen.
Thunderbolts.
The lovely singer, he's a lovely fella, in fairness to him, very nice fella. And he started gesturing to me, nodding and gesturing. A very panicked look on his face.
The Dublin gesture is Ray.
Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Soundman. Yeah. We need to get in the road. What's this about?
Fucking day.
So
where's the hotel?
He's gesturing to me anyway, and it was Kelly actually in the bar that kind of said, that fella's looking for you. And I was like, why is he looking for me? So they all looked a little bit perturbed, but I couldn't see why.
Right, okay.
And the crowd were enjoying themselves. There was people dancing.
Yeah, there was.
So I went over toward the stage and I said, I'm going to have to get up on the stage and ask this fella what's going on.
Yeah.
So I got up up the little step because it's a high stage. So up the little step, and I went up to the singer and he whispered to me, her.
Oh.
And I looked around and I hadn't seen her. There was a lady on the stage.
What? Jesus Christ. Where was she? Did she think she was fucking Whole Lotta Rosie?
She was standing frozen in herself in the back corner of the stage.
Right.
I hadn't spotted her at all.
But she wasn't, getting in anyone's way.
No, she wasn't. I think she'd been there for a little while. But she was just stood there in the back corner. What I think happened was she was having crack.
Yeah.
Said, I'm getting up on this stage, right? She climbed up. And she got up, and when she got to the back of the stage, there was nowhere for her to go.
Yeah,
and at that point, she looked around, and all of a sudden, it's blinding lights and there's crowds, and she freaked out.
And you know what? That's the best thing to do with a lady like her. Let's call her Whole Lotta Rosie, okay? Right. So when Whole Lotta Rosie gets up onto your stage, if you ignore her...
Yeah, that's what they were doing.
She won't know what to do.
No, so she freaked out.
Yeah, so she freaks out then. And then Ray has to come and escort her off the stage again.
So I went over and I tried to escort her off. I said, I panicked a little bit, and I said, you need to come with me. So I escorted her over towards the edge of the stage, and I said, now be careful now, getting bang.
Oh, you're no sooner were the words out.
Yeah, she hit all the speakers on the way down. Every one of them.
Oh, the poor devil.
Like, boom, 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 boom.
Oh, the poor devil. Oh, Lord.
And then some of the people dancing and picked her up. But like you said about your man standing over you, it's amazing how people...
Yeah, no, people do think like, no, I'll just do this thing now because everyone's definitely going to think this is brilliant.
Yeah, no one thought this was brilliant.
You know?
Yeah, it was very awkward. Anyway.
Come here. Still great to have those nights back in Anderson's.
It is indeed.
In fairness, now.
Yeah.
An AC/DC tribute.
It's the confluence of the AC/DC, the heavy rock of Tusk, and then the profiteroles with the hens.
Well, the one thing that Anderson's are doing, in fairness to them, is hitting all those kind of what are they called again? Those bands that I usually get panicky when they're on.
the rock, no, tribute bands.
Tribute bands, yeah. And they're going, look, if you're into this band, come and see this one this weekend.
This band,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they had another band in there called Wired for Sound.
Yeah,
and
they
I
were
know
on
some of the
Saturday
gentlemen, and fair play to them.
Yeah, Boxty are on the 18th of March.
Johnny Boxty's on the 18th of March.
That's the big one to look out
the day after the Patrick's Day.
I couldn't tell you what else is on because I haven't been told yet, but I will be told.
Now, all we know is that there's stuff on there all the time. Did you know that, Ray?
I did.
Now, can we please get on to your big, massive package?
I have a massive package
Oh,
tonight.
you dirty, rotten.
Also have a massive package.
Oh, we both got one.
Yeah.
Okay, so can you explain what this is? Because I haven't asked you yet.
Yeah,
obviously.
that's fine. Obviously, to explain to the people at home, I come in here with two massive packages, cardboard boxes, wrapped in fragile tape.
Yeah, because they must be fragile. No more than we are this week.
Yeah, indicative of ourselves.
Yes, indicative of ourselves, Ray.
As Laura says to me, she said that cost a few pounds to send because there's weight in them.
Jesus.
Right, it comes from a lady by the name of Caroline.
Right.
Caroline, I think it's Caroline Barron. Caroline Barron.
Let's call her Sweet Caroline.
Sweet Caroline.
Please, if you
and
don't
she's
mind.
from County Kildare. Prosperous in County Kildare.
Oh, very prosperous
Used to be
place.
a great spot for a night spot where bands used to play. Many's a night was lost in there.
Right.
She said some interesting things. She's a big fan of Derek.
Oh, she's a big fan of Dara.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
Oh, like a sexy way.
Yeah.
She wants to have a little look at him.
Yeah, he's very easy in the eye, she said.
Right.
She says, she's enjoy some of my stories.
Oh, lovely.
The one that particular got her was, remember the one about the you cunt story?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she pissed herself.
You cunt. She what?
She pissed herself on the way home in the car.
Is that like a thing? Oh, I've nearly pissed myself.
No, she did.
So, what?
Yeah, lost control of the bladder and feckin' wet herself. Then she said, good job, I have water resistance heat covers on the car seats.
You dirty yoke. Are we allowed to be saying this about her?
Well, I didn't really ask.
Oh, perfect. Okay, I love when we do this.
But she wanted to shout out anyway.
Okay,
and
big
she
shout,
also
Caroline.
wants to give out about the fact that you haven't sent her on. She's on the VIP Patreon.
Oh, yeah.
Which is another thing people can sign up to. And if you sign up to the VIP Patreon, and
You don't
it's
get
a tenner a
anything.
month, you don't get anything.
Yeah.
But Kendy gets to feel a bit more guilty about it.
Yeah, every single week, because I haven't time.
So-
no, but we are, we were thinking about recording extra episodes.
Oh, we were thinking about it.
Well, are we going to record extra episodes?
Says the two boys that couldn't get one out last week.
No, we're thinking about recording an extra unedited episode, lads. That's what the Patreon's going to do, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, she sent us presents, Ray, which
Yeah, but what do you think the presence is?
I mean, I don't know. I hope it's a big fucking dildo.
Okay. Right, hold on now. It says...
I hope it's a bike.
There's a note. But the smell out of it. Mother of God.
Oh, it smells like a bath.
Oh, it's bad stuff.
No shagging way.
Oh, wow. It's the lilygooseshop.com. And she must be Lily Goose. She must be the lady behind Lily Goose. They make sense.
The smell of it. Oh, that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable to make Hoover boomers. What's a Hoover boomer?
Hoover boomer.
That's the cocaine you put on the Laura puts in the carpet when she does the hoovering.
You could get that in the head shop. Is it? That stuff. Legal highs.
I do come home some days and Laura has cocaine everywhere on the floor.
Yeah, Nicholas used that as well.
And then it smells lovely after.
Yeah, she hoovers up the cocaine.
Yeah.
Without
Wax
the
melts
Hoover.
and bags of scents. And you can get her on lilygooseshop@gmail.com. And let's see what's in here now.
How are you, Kendy? Keep up the great podcast. You two are the best ever. Caroline, we absolutely love you. She gave me 3 kisses. I'm telling me wife, you dirty bastard.
Christ above, it's unreal
Look at this.
stuff. Yeah, now people can't see it, obviously.
No, well, they can if they're on the Patreon, maybe. If I got it out on time.
There's bergamot, thyme and olive here.
Jesus,
This is
Mary and Saint.
unbelievable.
Everything. Look at that. Hoover bomb. Oh, they're the Hoover boomers.
Oh, one of them fancy candles where you melt stuff with a candle.
I love the bag of scents.
What's a bag of scent?
Look at the bag of scents. That's a bag of
Oh.
scents.
In fairness, it looks like drugs.
A candle. Oh, the oak where you melt the stuff, Ray.
Yeah.
I'm seeing everything after you and I'm just repeating this.
Yeah.
What's that, John? Chocolate bar.
Chocolate bars.
Yeah, look, that's chocolate. Eat that.
Anyway, thank you to Caroline for sending me on and Mark on some of the best scents we've ever got. I have her address there now. Can you send her the mug and the t-shirt?
Of course I Jesus will, Ray. There you go, Caroline. Which next year? No bother at all.
Fair play to Caroline.
Caroline, we love you. Fair play. That is Little Goose. littlegoosehop@gmail.com.
It's Lily Goose.
Oh, Lily Goose, yeah. But
You've
I
lost
don't.
the
I lost my sense of sight.
Lily Goose Shop.
Have you lost your sense of sight? Don't worry, we got a sense of sense. So here we go. I'm going to mute myself and I'm going to hock up a loogie.
Oh, is that what you oh my God. Jeez, it's the first time we've ever done that.
Oh my God, man, I'm getting sick.
Right. we have to talk about, again, we're going back in time to the previous, what would have been on the previous week's podcast.
It's amazing. Sorry, it is amazing how much when you only do a show once a week, how much you miss in the middle.
Yeah,
and then like if you do it every fortnight, we missed all the crack. We missed the war starting. We missed a pair of Johnnies getting fired and then rehired.
Where do you want to? I have all this in the list. So where do you want to start? Well, we start first with the fact that you asked us to do a bit of dog sitting.
What? Oh my God!
How upset were you? First of all, Kendy and Nicola went up to see the rugby, which was a marvellous experience.
That's right.
I'm sure. They were all 9'10".
Yeah. Oh my God, the size of the boys.
Size of
right?
the men.
You wouldn't believe the size of them.
But the main thing was myself and Laura had to go over and walk your mother's dog.
Yeah. So my mammy and daddy have a dog at home.
What's the dog called?
The dog is called Bo.
Bo.
Right? And they were away in England.
Yeah.
So then we started minding the dog. Now the dog is spoiled rotten, Ray. Mm-hmm. So he doesn't like not being at home. And he also does not like being left on his own.
No.
So we knew.
I love the way that you subcontracted out the minding of the dog.
Well, we had to because I couldn't bring him to the fucking match. He hadn't a ticket.
Would you not fight the dog?
No, we didn't have it. We couldn't get him a ticket. Honestly.
That gave me great pleasure that day when you said that.
What, did I say that to you?
Yeah, we might get the dog a ticket.
No, we couldn't get him a ticket. We were trying to make him a mascot as well so that they'd hold hands on him walking out as well, like the kiddies. Couldn't do it. So I was like, look, I'm still going to go to this match, so I'm going to get someone to just come over and look after him. Mm-hmm. By that stage, we had him for 3 or 4 days. And had
he done any damage to the house in the 3 or 4 days?
No, because we were there with him all the time. I started working from home and everything.
Yeah.
For the little fuck. He's underneath this desk. He just slept all day while I worked.
What happened?
He panicked.
He definitely panicked.
He panicked, right?
Can I just say, when myself and Laura landed in,
oh my God,
it was quite obvious that there even had been a tidy up done at that point.
So we have Venetian blinds in the house. Sorry,
we
had Venetian blinds in the house.
Yeah.
And he absolutely pulled them asunder.
Why did he pull them? He destroyed them.
Absolutely destroyed them, and then he ate them.
The worst thing is, we came into this kind of. It was your neighbour who I don't know. Does he want to remain nameless?
No, I won't tell you their name. Aaron and Paige.
Yeah. They came in. I presume they came in on the scene of the crime.
Yeah. Well, they came in. They did the morning shift with him. Yeah. And they brought him out for a walk. And Aaron texted me and he said, "Mark, Bo, the best crack ever. Jackson loves him, the young fella. He's unbelievable. You have nothing to worry about. He's flying." And I said, "Nicola, put your mind at ease, lovey. Yeah. The house is in good hands."
So they didn't tell you?
No, but they didn't know at this stage.
Oh.
Aaron, whilst texting me, then sat down with Jackson and said, "Wasn't that a nice little doggy?" And Jackson said, even though he can't speak, "Yeah, it was." And then Aaron was like, "Oh, his first words." None of that happened. Anyway, so Aaron's beautiful Mrs. Paige then lands home and says, "Have you seen the window next door?" And
this was after their intervention. Okay, and before us.
Yeah, and before ye.
Okay.
He had proceeded to try. I don't know if he thought he was Dermot Bannon and he was trying to redo the house, or what was going on.
Bars in the window and he wanted to get out.
Yeah, and he absolutely tore the Venetian blinds off the window.
I have another.
What?
I have another. What would you call it? Theory of what happened.
Go on.
So Aaron and Paige.
Yeah.
Do you think they seen the opportunity when you were gone and said, "Do you know something? Let's have a bit of crack here. Let's make shite of the Venetian blinds and blame the dog."
That's such a good point because the dog stole the television as well. I never even thought of that.
Imagine that ability of thinking that, look, we're going to mind the dog, but obviously the dog could have done something. Yeah. The dog can't speak for himself. So they could have come in and, like, Aaron could have pissed in your couch.
Yeah.
And gone,
the dog took it off, shite in the toilet. Oh, he left it off. Sorry, that's a good point. I didn't even think of that. We're too trusting of these. We don't know these people.
So you don't know whether or not it was, like, mightn't have been the dog.
Might not have been the dog. It might have been the child.
Yes.
It was the child, Ray.
First word and first destructive act.
I'm a gullible idiot, man. It was obviously it wasn't my lovely Bo that did that. It was that child.
Imagine if this is another side of it.
It was that old child.
Imagine if you came back and you was straight around Aaron's house, which is just outside and to the left, and you went straight around Aaron's house and knocked on the door. "I can't believe he did that to our blinds."
I should have.
And he went, "What do you mean? That was the dog?" I said, no, I'm ringing the guards.
Well, I know what I'll be doing now after this podcast is over. I'll be going straight out to him and handing him a solicitor's letter, courtesy of Grogan's Sisters in Dublin.
Very good.
Honestly, that's a good point, Ray. I didn't even think of that, man. The bastard.
Yeah.
But anyway, that was that. That was the dog tearing the place asunder.
Yeah.
And I'm glad he's gone now, to be honest.
The war started.
The war started, which is a bit odd because we had talked about it the week before.
Yeah.
Jokingly.
Mm-hmm. What was really odd was, I think, in and around the day it started, I had to go down to Claremorris to do sound for a band.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, that's definitely the strangest part of the whole war. Yeah.
down to Clamars.
How weird is that? Like,
I have to big shout out to the band Concord. They were in the McWilliam Park Hotel in Clamars.
Wow.
And I went down on Saturday afternoon and I walked into the function room and there before me was balloons on every table. And the balloons were coloured blue and yellow.
Oh, lovely.
It looked like a standing with Ukraine event.
Right.
With Concord playing. I just thought it was very strange, but it wasn't. It was a local football team that just happened to have. Oh, look at our little things.
Yeah,
that
we are doing our thing for Ukraine.
We have the yellow and the blue.
Yeah, Ray has a yellow windbreaker on his mic, and I have a blue windbreaker or pop filter on my microphone, and we stand with you, Ukraine. We're mad with you. Yeah. Now, here's the weird thing about the war in Russia, Ray. Yeah. And we're 2 weeks into it now, and sure, we haven't even talked about
Russia
the
yet.
Thing. Huh? The war in Ukraine. Yeah.
In Ukraine.
Right. Last war we remember is when the Americans tipped off into the Middle East and blew it to bits.
They've been doing that for a good 20 or 30 years.
And they still keep doing it.
For as long as I've been alive, they've been blowing up things in the Middle East.
Here's the problem with Ireland.
What's that?
We don't give a shit about the Middle East.
Right.
Right? Yeah. So what you can't see, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, don't worry about that. That's miles away. We don't even see that.
Wouldn't it be mad too if Shannon Airport said, yeah, no bother, Vladimir. If you want to fuel up down planes,
tip over here.
We'll give you a little spot.
Yeah. So
yeah, you're right.
And here's the other thing as well. So that's the war that we knew, where every so often on the news you would see quite a harrowing image and then forget about it. Okay, and obviously it hit hard at the time.
Yeah.
This war now is being fought on TikTok.
That's right.
So every day you open your TikTok, you see another video from Ukraine.
Yeah.
And then you skip past it again and there's a girl singing like a song. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
And then another war video and then another girl.
And then a woman who taught her dog something and then a war
comedian.
Video. Yeah, then a comedian and then there's a Warzone Call of Duty video and then there's a war video. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so it's been lived out in front of us on TikTok.
It is very strange.
So here's why it hits hard. Number one, we're all scared of Russia for the last, I don't know how long. We've literally been scared of Russia since we were little kids. Yeah. Okay.
I'm not.
It's in Europe.
You know me, I like the Russians.
Oh yeah, well you just like anyone that cool. You know what I mean? Don't worry about that, let it be. Yeah. Here's the thing. It's in Ukraine, so it's in Europe, and then obviously that hits harder. I do think it's one of the scariest things I've ever seen. And I think that there should be war crimes against what's going on.
Yeah.
I also think it's quite ironic that the whole world says, no, I don't like that now. Well, with some of the shit that they've done over the last 20 years.
Is the Germans turning around and going, right, let me get this straight. You want us to build up our army to loads again. You want us to march through Poland and you want us to fight the Russians.
Yeah. And you're sure now you think that's a good idea?
You're sure that's what you want us to do? Because we did it before and you didn't like it.
But I just think the Americans, I mean, fair play to the Americans. Like, you know, that's some high stool they're sitting on, isn't it? You know what I mean? You know what I mean, though? Like,
yeah,
aren't you perched up well there, like, with your big moral heads on you, and you blew half the Middle East to bits, like.
The Iraq War was kind of like, we're sure they have weapons.
I'm almost certain, but in order to find them, I had to blow up 10 schools
we're
first.
Going in and we're going to blow the shit out of the whole country. Yeah. We're going to just demilitarize it.
Yeah, and I know we haven't found it yet, and the place is unstable, but they were definitely there.
That's what Russia's doing to the Ukraine. They're going, they have a big military and we don't like it.
Yeah, it's fucking mad worrying.
Yeah. And everybody in Ireland is giving out more about the price of petrol and diesel.
Well, I mean, that is a fucking disgrace, Ray. It went over too.
I have to say now, my sister Joanne was right when she went away and got the electric car.
I know. Yeah. But sure, here's the thing, right? Unfortunately, I don't fucking have £45,000. Ray, I don't have.
She hadn't it either.
How much of the €2 per litre, whatever the hell it is now, right?
Yeah.
Is tax?
Most of it.
Seriously though, how much though? Is it like 70%?
Something along the lines of that.
Okay, so this is
the government
avoidable.
are making great pound.
Yes, so this is fucking avoidable then. So here we go. Price. Okay, so from Michael Murphy, okay? So the price up here for the diesel, right, is 180. So this is an old photo because it's gone over 2 now in a lot of places.
Yeah.
Right? So it's 180, right? So the price without tax is actually fucking 88.
Oh.
So 180 to 88.
Jesus, wouldn't it be lovely to go back to those days when you 88 cent?
My God.
Did you hear the crack though? If you go in and you fill up the tank, €85 in the tank.
Yeah.
Right? And drive off.
Yeah.
Fair enough?
Yeah, okay, sorry now. So I'm just trying to fix you up, Ray. You're fixed up, go on.
Eventually they'll catch you. They'll ask you to come to court of a day. They'll issue you with a €55 fine for driving off without paying. And you've saved yourself 30 quid.
But sure, why don't we just accept €55 the fine for filling up a tank and going away?
And even without paying for it.
Well, I fucking know what I'm at now. Because here's the fucking thing though, Ray. It's outrageous though, because like this is avoidable. taxes are avoidable, we'll say, right?
Yeah.
As in, sorry, the price of stuff is avoidable through limiting tax. The tax on petrol in this fucking country and fuel is obviously astronomical. Yeah. So stop taxing the bollocks out of us on it.
That's easy, yep. Come here, what about the two Fianna Fáil senators that tipped over to Ukraine?
No, what did they do?
Did you hear that?
No.
Senator Jimmy Dooley.
Did they fill up?
No, they went over. They drove to Poland and then they drove into Ukraine because they were invited. Okay. I just can't imagine why.
But to do what?
Just over to support them.
Are they fighting?
No, they weren't fighting, just over supporting. Said, lads, this is terrible.
Like, are they wearing Ukraine jerseys, like?
Ukraine jerseys.
Ukraine, you, shake, oh, we are you, we are you, hey, hey, like, what the hell, like?
That's all they did, yeah. They went in, chanted a wee bit and...
Come here, are the Russians getting away with it? As in, like, are they winning?
Ara, hard to know.
I wish we went back to the old days.
What? Well, it used to be like pitched battles and you'd see them on the map where they are.
No, I just think that the Russians are very proud people.
Yeah.
As are the Ukrainians, right? So they should go, lads, let's take the tops off and let's fist fight this.
Yeah.
Right? No planes, no nothing.
So you mean your man Zelensky versus Vladimir Putin? Putin will win.
Well, I think more like Vladimir Putin versus Vitaly Klitschko.
Oh, yeah, that won't work.
You know what I mean? No, I just think that, you know what I mean?
Yeah. The mayor of Kyiv.
The mayor, yeah, who was also an ex-heavyweight world champion boxer, as is his brother.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, here's the thing about the Eastern Europeans. Like, I mean, they just have a toughness level that is far beyond anything that we here in the West.
Did you see the buck with the cigarette moving the landmine?
No.
Yeah, a buck with a cigarette. You just tip it across the road with a landmine in his hand.
Smoking a fag.
Smoking a fag.
Yeah. Well, everything that an Eastern European person does is with 10% more velocity and with a fag on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everything hardy that an Eastern European does, they do with a fag in their mouth.
You would, I have to say, you'd feel very sorry for them.
Oh, but it's just like, we can't imagine that. No, sorry. Well, our ancestors can, obviously. We can well imagine that. But us, we can't, though. Yeah. We can't imagine that now, like, you know what I mean? And you've got these fucking people who think that they're ultra-nationalists, like, going, yeah, I still don't think, though, we should be come here now, let's take it easy letting people in. And, like, I'm actually for that in a lot of instances. Like, let's take it easy on our borders, lads. Jesus Christ, like, kids dying.
The one, the book from the 3 Bucks Left. Yeah. He said it quite well. He said, Jesus, all them days walking and no food and bombs and all sorts of stuff. Next thing you find yourself in Roscommon. And no houses. You look on daft, there's one house for rent and shite.
Yeah. What are you supposed to do?
What are you supposed to do?
Well, that's the thing.
We're better off in Ukraine.
Yeah, but like, I mean, that's more of a fucking, you know, that's what our country is like at the moment, unfortunately. We can't even fucking house ourselves. Not a mind housing the Ukrainians.
Another travesty from the weeks we were off.
Go on.
Poor old two Johnnies.
Yeah, do you want to talk about that as well? Jays, we're getting very political here now.
I don't think we should spend long on it, only besides the fact we should just say, look, at Jays is a tough house station for them. They got themselves into a bit of bother.
Yep.
I think on this podcast, we're also very, very close a lot of the time to getting ourselves into the same bother.
Yeah, well, we like
treading that line very carefully.
Yeah, no, you don't. Like, you're pretty decent in fairness.
Because I could get fired.
Yeah, I don't really care. So, yeah, no, you don't though. You're a lot more safe than I am. Like, and you're probably right. Like, thank God you are. But like, you know, like, I would certainly be of the opinion like that. Just because you say something in jest and in joking and in an hour-long conversation, if you snip out something and you go, you said that now, so you're obviously a prick. I mean, the people that went after the two Johnnies, I think, like, obviously hadn't listened to them for the last 5 years. You know what I mean?
But they do.
To know that they weren't like, no, that's not to say it wasn't a mistake.
Yeah, I think it was. I thought a valuable lesson.
Here's the thing. Before we get into this, right? The two Johnnies are 500 million times better at what they do than me and you are. Yeah. Okay? They're incredibly smart and they know exactly what to hit, right?
Brendan is nodding his head here, but that's why Brendan's stuck with us.
So, here's the thing. They hit on something that was really stupid. Really stupid. Car stickers from idiots with stupid stuff about young ones. Like, really silly shit about young ones. Like, you know what I mean? And it's like really derogatory shit that isn't... I think everyone makes jokes on the edge, but they were kind of silly. Like, you know, there was no need to be...
But I think they learned the fact that that's the few bits that you kind of have to, you know, mind. And not even mind, but talk down, as in that's stupid.
Yeah, that's very silly. Like,
but I suppose in their case, with the way they edited the video that came out, they ended up getting stuck because it just took out the context, them kind of half saying that's stupid.
And also, can I just say as well, I don't think they would have gotten trouble if they weren't, you know what I mean?
Or if they weren't on 2 but if 2 of them, everybody's listening to you.
Yeah, that's the thing.
They haven't got the niche.
So the two Johnnies, people who listen to them realise these guys aren't misogynistic bastards.
Yeah.
We're going to let that slide or whatever, even if they shouldn't have. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the fact that they're pushed out onto national broadcast.
How would you feel now if an old TD came out in the morning now and said, Kendy's an awful bollocks?
Do you know what? I've often thought about that, and
I actually think that I think you wouldn't have the bravado. I think you'd be very upset.
Yeah, maybe I would, but then
do you on the front cover of the Sun?
Yeah, but also would I be that much afraid of would I let it stop me talking to you now?
Would you stop doing what you're doing?
In order for me and you to have the crack here now.
Yeah.
I often have to just start firing out shit talk and hoping that it lands on you. And about 10% of the time it doesn't, we edit out everything else. Okay?
Hours of fun.
So I have to fire out all this shit talk. And then if during that I say something really stupid and then that gets me in trouble, well then so be it, because I have to start firing out shite.
Yeah.
And so do you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
This is one of the worst podcasts in Ireland.
Today, yes.
No. I mean in general, we just fire out real shit now. That's why we've never made it as far as the two boys have. We're not polished at all.
The good news is though that
if we were at 2FM tomorrow, I think we'd be cancelled straight away. I think they'd find something that I said.
Oh, so you think we'd be better than them at getting cancelled?
Oh, I think 100%.
It took them 3 days.
I think because the stuff I say isn't smart.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I say really shite shit. So people would definitely listen to me for sure and go, "Who's that talking that?" Right? I just found this whole host of his talk and now he's cancelled. And that would definitely happen.
I'm going to put loads of beeps in that last section.
No, let it all fucking out, okay? Because this is how we are, Ray.
I think the beeps will be funnier.
Let me open up my hands, right?
Yeah.
This is how I am, Ray. Are you going to embrace Kendy or not?
No, I'm going to beep shit out of
No, you're going to take... No, but you have to take me on board, Ray. You have to let me up on top of you.
Okay.
And if you're not going to let me climb Mount Ray, then I don't think we can keep this going. You know what I mean? Yeah. In order for this to work, I have to climb all over you, Ray. Naked.
Well, I have good news.
Metaphorically, I have to be balls naked. My balls have to run up your chin.
You can do that because we've been offered a radio show.
No, listen, everything I just said there, I want to say, can we delete 146 episodes, Ray, and let's go for this. The boys are clean cut.
Yeah.
Hello, Ireland.
Hello.
How are ye? Kendy and Raybo are here today.
You're
very
about
welcome.
the weather.
We just thought we might play some music for you today. And we were on about the weather, and it is lovely outside. We hope you're joining us, whether you be out there with your kids or having a picnic with your missus, and you're lying her down and you bend her over. I lost it already. Fucking, I lost it already.
Yeah, we got offered a radio show.
Go on. Castle Bar Radio. Let's go.
How did you know?
What? I was making...
How did you know? That's really weird. Community Radio Castlebar.
That's so weird that I just said that.
CRCFM have offered us a radio show.
Okay, what time?
Well, whatever time we want to say.
Okay, I will do it at 5 to.
There's a book. There's a book apparently on the mornings.
All right, okay.
And they want us to go on.
Yeah, but you're right to be working, Ray.
I know, yeah. So
tell them 40 grand.
Yeah, I did tell them that it's probably not going to work. But I just thought it was lovely to see that the two Johnnies got to 2FM.
Yeah.
And we got...
a similar role.
No, our respective...
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's good. That's a good point, actually. Yeah. So we're both on the same path.
Yeah, we're both the same. We're doing the same thing.
With very different incomes at the end of it.
I don't think we get paid.
No, fuck. No. Okay.
But I used to work in CRCFM. I did a summer's work experience in CRC.
What were you doing on it?
It was marvellous. I was in just tidying things up. Do you know? Making tea, sitting in the smoking room.
I thought you meant you were like a DJ on it. You were just in there tidying.
Tidying and just generally watching.
Well, do you want tea, Margaret? Okay, coming up.
Yeah, I'd answer the phone sometimes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was.
That's unreal.
Yeah, I think it was one day they let me play a song.
And what song did you play?
I play Wet, Wet, Wet. Love is all around me.
Oh, I feel it in my fingers. I feel it in my toes. What a song, Ray.
Oh, that was the end of my radio career.
You fucked it with Wet, Wet, Wet.
Yeah, apparently it was a dance hour.
Who did a cover of that, or I don't know. What a great song that is. I'm going to bleep again so I can cough. Here we go.
Okay. Jesus, the night.
Oh, technology. You didn't even hear that, lads.
No. Anyway, yes, that's the fair play to the two Johnnies. I'm delighted to hear they're back at it. We'll be back at it too. Let's see how long we last.
Yeah, we'll be on CRFM there next week. Any other odd crack, Ray, while we're at it?
Yeah, no, I have another little bit.
Go on.
I have a clip to play you.
Oh, brilliant. Have you been hooked up?
What? I don't know.
You never even got hooked up, Ray.
I probably did, yeah. Wait till we see.
But you didn't, because I'm not recording your hookup, am I?
Oh, God, yeah, you're not.
Jesus, Ray.
I don't have to play the clip. Maybe I'll just play it here over the phone.
Play it over the phone into the
Yeah,
yoke
the
for
old
the
school
yoke.
way.
Yeah, the old school way. We don't need all this technology.
I just wanted to play
What are we,
this.
2FM? Today FM? For fuck's sake.
Okay, here we go.
Why am I listening to you pissing?
That's not me pissing. Could you sleep to that noise?
No, it's too high pitched as well.
So if you were asleep in like a really nice
Sean O'Reilly drying his hair.
a really, really nice hotel in Galway, and this was what you could hear as you were lying in your bed.
What?
Yeah?
Where and how and why?
On Saturday night.
Don't say the name of the hotel, but go on anyway.
No, Saturday night, myself and Laura and Shawnee B and Lorraine went to see Damien Dempsey. I had recovered from my illnesses.
Yeah.
And down to Galway we went, and we checked into said hotel in the middle of in Galway town.
Right.
And went to see...
Some call it city, like, but okay, Galway town.
Yeah. Went to see Damien Dempsey. He was marvellous.
Right.
Really enjoyed him. And then we came back, got the Supermax, came back. Oh, big generator, by the way. I was playing above the Keys.
No way.
Yeah, I couldn't get in, though. The queue was up the road.
Oh, you're joking. That would have been a blast in the past by the boys would be savage.
The wood, yeah, but it's mad, though, too, how it's everything was back.
Nothing, like, when you're in Galway and Big Generator playing the Keys, you're kind of going, jeez, we reverted back, didn't we?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Back to 2010.
I know it was 2 years, but we're back.
Yeah. So we went
unreal.
back to the hotel, brought our Supermax back with us,
Right.
went to sleep,
Right.
and that's what was
Sure,
hard.
if you had a Supermax, Ray, I'm not surprised your stomach sounded like that.
No, it was a radiator in the hotel room,
Jesus.
making that noise.
Yeah, but surely you would ask for... I told you this.
This is the bit now.
You fucking idiot. I told you this.
I slept through it. Right, I didn't hear it at all.
You could have got the presidential suite.
Laura, on the other hand, she was awake throughout the whole event, and she recorded that on her phone.
Yeah,
it was a radiator in the room that was trickling away for the night, like a little water feature.
Yeah,
right. We could have got all the money back.
You could have got the presidential suite. You find something that's wrong. I told you, find something that's wrong with the room, and then tell them about it.
Yeah,
and you get boosted.
But why would you want to get boosted at 4:30 in the morning, like?
Because you don't want to listen to a fucking radiator.
True.
Do you know what I mean?
You'd have to move everything out, though.
Like what?
You were cozy, like.
I didn't realise you had moved half the house in. Like,
down for the night,
we brought the couch and everything in.
Yeah.
And sure, there's no point in changing. I brought the television. Like, Jesus Christ. Yeah. So you were, and did you get a refund?
No.
Ray.
She asked us that morning as we left. How was everything?
Great. Oh, great.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Ray. Would you not just be not Ray? Like, just for a minute there now. That was your chance, right? Because that woman's going to leave you eventually, right? That was your chance to show off your physical masculine prowess.
No, she hasn't enjoyed that at all. If I had stood there now and argued black and blue with your one.
No, this is you. You don't know that, Ray.
Yeah, maybe not.
You haven't tried it, man. Because you have the masculine bone in your body, you pig. Right? You go to her. You literally put your hand across Laura like that, and you go, Laura, just step back for a second there.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
All night, right? My beautiful girlfriend couldn't sleep because of your shit room. I demand money back right now, or get your manager out here right now, and I'm not joking.
Okay, I'll be the manager.
Yeah.
So that you be me there now.
Yeah, I'm Ray.
Yeah.
Sorry for annoying you now, Jaxie. Okay. No.
Oh no. You're right. Yeah. So this is the new me.
My girlfriend couldn't sleep all night. Right? She needs her beauty sleep. She's gorgeous.
Excuse me, sir.
Go on.
Calm down.
What?
Please calm down.
Don't tell me to calm down. Get your manager now.
I am the manager.
What? Okay.
First of all,
the owner of the place.
Can you please play me the recording that you made of the...
Give me the recording, Laura. I'm going to give you the recording, Ray. You're so beautiful. Okay, just give it to me. Stop, shut up and give it to me, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, listen to that. Yeah, listen to that.
Clearly, that could be any sound of any trickling water. That's just the sound of trickling water.
I can't believe you're talking to me like this. Right, this is an absolute disgrace. Seriously, I'm not leaving here now. Laura, get the jerry can lighter out of the car. Right, we're going to burn this motherfucker down.
We're just going to call the guards.
We're going to burn this place down. So you think I love this about you, Ray?
Thank you very much for staying with us.
You think that the manager, is going to fight you back on that and go?
Not fight you. I'm going to be very calm.
But the manager just said you could have recorded that anywhere.
Why didn't you ring us?
As if a manager of a hotel.
Why didn't you ring us?
Because you were both sleeping. We were both sleeping. I thought it was okay.
Clearly, one of you weren't sleeping. sleeping if you're
I
up
thought it was
recording our
okay,
leaky
but my
radiators.
beautiful girlfriends, even though I obviously don't think she's that beautiful because I won't fight for her at all, but I'm going to try it now, okay? My beautiful girlfriend couldn't sleep, and she's only after alerting me to this, and I'm livid now. I'm ripping right now, and I'm not leaving until he give me back the 20 quid that I paid for this hostel.
Do you think I put the two of us into a hostel?
Yes, because that's all you ever do for me is put me into a hostel.
True, actually.
And that's the least your worries.
Oh, I should have stayed in a hostel.
Right?
That hostel was lovely we stayed in.
No, but
There was no leaky radiators there.
Yeah, but there was no leaky radiator in the hostel that me and you stayed in one time in Frankfurt. Yeah, there was no radiators. All there was a Russian bear scratching his belly when I woke up, saying, "This is your phone."
Do you ever wonder where the Russian bear is now?
I know exactly where he is, man. He's on the Ukraine border, man, fighting Vitaly Klitschko. And I wouldn't mind, but that'll be some fight because I've seen terror in that man's eyes. He's seen some shit.
Yeah. Anyway, that was the story of the leaky radiator.
You've no backbone at all, Ray. That woman will
Sorry.
leave you. She'll be leaving you, Ray. Jesus
I mean,
Christ.
I suppose there was probably a reason why she did record it. It was to arm me that morning.
Yeah.
You know, and have me ready for dealing with them.
Yeah, she said, "Ray, I am now going to give you this ammo.
Yes.
Here you go. Now you go do your bit, Ray."
Yeah.
And then you said...
She was awfully quiet going back in the van, actually.
I mean, I don't know, Ray, why don't I bother with you at all? Sweet suffering and all that's good and holy.
Yeah.
You should have told them,
I should
Ray.
have told them.
Jesus Christ.
You know, though, you could be one of those people then that put the horrible review on the booking.com.
Yeah, but you don't...
Go, absolutely terrible. Leaky radiator. Click here for the audio file.
Up on Spotify. It's number one in the charts.
Some more in the charts.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's very good, Ray.
Yeah.
That's brilliant crack. Fucking hell. But Ray, I'm glad to be back.
I don't have any other news.
No, I'm glad to be back, I have to say now.
I'm still not right.
No, I mean,
I'm
you can
so
obviously...
sweating here. I
you
have a tap of a nose.
You can obviously clear it. You hear we're still not right out there. But thanks for the patience, lads, and thanks for giving us the week off.
Yeah.
It's great to have Brendan back flicking the beans again, flicking the buttons
Did you hear,
again.
though, he's getting pure awkward now more than nice because he's doing junkie jiu-jitsu.
He's doing junkie jiu-jitsu.
Like, why does that man need to protect himself? Is it because he talks so much shite on so many levels that someone's eventually going to kick the head of him?
Yeah,
and
someone's eventually going to try and kick the head of him.
Yeah, or is it you telling him that he has a face that wants to be slapped all the time?
I don't know, because I'm only saying that to him for his own good. Do you know what I mean?
He's doing 6 weeks of junkie jiu-jitsu. Is it junkie jiu-jitsu? Yeah, it is.
He's doing junkie jiu-jitsu.
Didn't you do that course?
Yeah, they gave me the black belt after 2 weeks, so I didn't bother going back.
So you know what he's going through?
Yeah, well, I know what he's going through in a very much slower pace.
What are you on, week 1 or week 2? Week 2. What is he doing week 2?
In week 2, you learn how to slap the head of someone while smoking a fag, like the Russians. It's how to defend yourself in Supermax is week 2.
Yeah.
Listen, anyway, lads, that is 149, is it?
I believe so.
Thanks very much. Fair play to the Blind Tiger and Andersons for sponsoring us. Fair play to
you,
Lily Goose Hop and Caroline. And Caroline.
Oh, yeah, it is Lily Goose's hop. No, it's not Lily Goose Hop.
Lily Goose Shop.
It's Lily Goose Shop.
Yeah, okay. I'm so bad at reading now.
And they make sense. Even the card smells good.
Oh, it does.
Isn't it just?
Oh, sweet suffering. Everything that's in my life. Thank you so much for that. If anyone else wants to send us stuff, just get in touch.
We have 1 or 2 small little Paddy Healy.
Paddy, bye.
Yeah, he wants a shout out. Martin Ocean. He be a brother of Frank.
Oh, Frankie Ocean.
Yeah.
Martin Ocean, what a name, boy. Fair play to you.
Yeah, you have to give them two of them now an old shout out.
Lads,
you know?
Paddy and Mr. Ocean, fair play to you.
Yeah.
Listen, lads, 149 until next week. Right.
We'll be back. It'll be Paddy's Day by the time this comes out, or the next one comes out.
Yeah, there's going to be a Paddy's Day special next week. We're going to dress up as leprechauns.
Brilliant.
And we're going to drink whiskey all day. You won't believe the crack.
How come we didn't get asked to do anything in St. Patrick's Day parade?
Oh, it's because we're irrelevant. I forgot to say that to you.
Irrelevant.
Yeah,
or an elephant.
Yeah, because I'm involved in organising the Paddy's Day parade. Nice if I could get Kendy and Raybo to do it, and they said, who, what?
Who, what?
And I said, they're kind of like 2 Johnnies, and they were like, oh, can we get them?
Yeah.
So, there you go on that.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Fair play to me.
Fair play to me.
Good luck.
Good luck. The Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Anderson's Tremendous Event Centre and Wonderful Food Items, and the Blind Tiger's marvellous alcoholic fruit drinks.